Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Misty with Mystical Creations, and today I think I'm going to make some bookmarks. Um, I'm going to pull the images from Creative Fabrica. I've technically already pulled them, so we're just going to open a new project in blank canvas. And I will post my link to Creative Fabrica in the descriptions and the files that I used. So we'll just go to upload, and then we're going to pick these four. We're going to add them to Canvas. Okay. Once this loads. All right, so I'm just going to select all of them over here in the layers panel, and I'm just going to shrink them down to 2 inches. Okay. And why don't we upload one more. Let's see. Okay. So let's move this over here. So we're just going to go to upload image, and I'm just going to go to my file explorer, and I want to grab this one. A reader without their Kindle is a tragedy, so I'll just move it over. We're going to do continue. I don't need to remove the background because there is nothing there, so we'll hit apply and continue. We want a flat graphic over here because we want to do a print then cut. And upload. All right, and we're just going to shrink this down to 2 inches. Okay, that's a pain. There. Okay, so now we are just going to want to add some offsets to these. Now I do have a Canva Pro subscription, so I could just create this as a sticker, but I will walk you through the free version on how to just create an offset. I just want to make sure all of these are at 2 inches. I mean, honestly, it's close enough, but okay. Let's change the background of our canvas because some of these I'm going to make them white. So this one right here, I actually wanted the pink background, so I actually looked up the hex code for like different pinks, and that hex code is for like a ruby pink. So I'm just going to figure out the size that I want this offset, and 0.069 looks good. So now I want to change the color of that offset. Not that the gray looks bad, because it doesn't, but it doesn't look very good in white. Like most of these are going to change to white, so like I don't like that. So we're going to go into advanced, and I'm just going to punch in the hex code for ruby pink. So it is E0115F. All right. And so now I'm just going to move that over. What I'm going to want to do is I'm going to select it all. Obviously, I need to move some of these over because they go too far. Cricut is very slow, or I just move way too fast. I don't know. All right, so we're going to select it all, and we're going to attach it, and then we want to flatten it so that way it makes it one whole image. And now I just want to duplicate this, and I'm just going to line it up. The one good thing about this new update is how it gives you those lines and it shows you that it's lined up. Now it's not exactly the same on each side, so I don't know. So flip it vertical and then horizontal. It's just so you could read it. So, yeah, I mean, it will basically, for the most part, line up, so it won't be too awfully bad. I just want to see how tall this is. Okay. So now what we're going to want to do is we're going to grab a shape. And so we will grab this square, shrink it, 1, 2. So I'm going to duplicate this. Okay, just so I don't have to go back in there. I'm going to move this over here. And then I'm going to change the color of that to this pink as well so it matches. And you can either right click and send back, or you can go up here to arrange and hit send back. And that looks pretty good. I used to put a score line in here, but it doesn't really make a difference that I saw on my end anyway. So now I just want to make sure that these are aligned before I flatten them. So we're going to do center horizontally. It moved it a little bit. So now with this whole thing selected, I want to attach it. So I'll attach this piece to the 2 backings. But then I want to flatten it so it doesn't cut out this piece behind it, and because it obviously puts holes in it. So now we're going to just flatten it. And this is one whole piece. So now it will cut out all along the outside. Okay. So now that this one's done, I'm going to move it out of the way. And let's do this one. So we're going to want to create an offset. And let's try that one. Let's see what this looks like in white. Let's make this a little bigger. My old eyeballs. I don't know if I like the white. Okay, so now we're going to attach flatten. Did that flatten? Yeah, it did. All right, and then we're gonna duplicate it. Move this down. That is going to be a huge bookmark. Oh, that's okay. Whatever. All right, we're going to bring this over. All right, this is lagging so bad. Let's turn this to gray. Send that to the back. Line it horizontally, attach and flatten. All right, and then I'm just gonna speed up through the rest of these, and then I will be back when this is done. Okay, so now we, excuse me, are going to want to make this. So we're going to go in the top right hand corner and we're going to hit make. I don't want to save. So this is on light cardstock, which I have loaded in my printer already. You can use photo paper. I don't know, I would use a heavier cardstock if I have it, but I don't have one. I don't know, rather not waste photo paper. But I also haven't tried it on photo paper. So um, we'll see. So I'm just going to hit continue. And I'm going to send this to my printer. I'm going to hit next. And I'm going to leave the bleed on. You don't have to. Normally I don't, but I did move some stuff around, so hopefully my printer's like, not my printer, my Cricut is still fine. So I am going to use the system dialog though, because I do want to change some settings. So obviously that's my 2850 is the only printer that I have at the moment. So I'm going to leave the paper type to plain paper. I'm going to change my quality to high. I'm going to go into more options. I prefer to shut the bidirectional printing off. So yes, it does print slower, excuse me, but I don't have to worry about potentially having any lines or anything like that on the page when it comes out. So we're just going to print that out, and we will go to the other camera. Okay, so now that that is on the mat, which I didn't show because I forgot, and honestly I had the wrong grip mat. I had a standard grip mat. You want to use a light grip mat, so if it's a Cricut, you're going to want to use the blue one for the light cardstock. I'm sure my other one would have been fine because it wasn't super sticky, but anyway. So you want to put the arrow that you see when you print off in the top left corner, because then it will cut the right way. If not, it's going to be all wonky. So I'm just going to hit done because it's done. And of course, this disconnects all the time. I don't have it hardwired in at the moment, so we will attempt to connect it by Bluetooth. All right. Continue. Okay, so I'm going to use the medium cardstock. Even though this is a light cardstock, I'm going to use medium because I put the laminate sheet over it. And obviously you can get these in all kinds of, like, I don't want to say colors, styles, like holographic, etc. I think like Tech Wrap has a bunch and stuff like that. So anyway, we're going to do default, and it's the fine point blade. And I will get this loaded in, and we'll go on the other camera. Hopefully you can see this and it's not super blurry. Just kidding. Don't mind me. Technical difficulties. Okay. So I'm just going to take this off. Interesting. Clearly, I need to recalibrate because that, I don't even know what that is. Don't even know what happened there. Or there. But those three are fine. Oops. Sorry. These two, like, you see it cut the end off, and how got all the white there. I don't even know what happened. Like, it's all jacked up. So I will have to recalibrate. Like I said, these three are really not that bad. It's just annoying because it's bad enough we can't use the whole paper, but it's fine. Okay, so now we're gonna want to put magnets on, and I got these magnets off Amazon. I'll put them on there too. The other ones that I wanted, those were actually sold out because you want ones with adhesive backing. These ones, I mean, they're great. They're very strong. The thing that I have an issue with is I think I have to wash them because sometimes it leaves like a black mark. All right, so 2, 4, 6. Okay. All right, and just gonna keep them together. Oops, I have a tendency to do stuff out of camera, sorry. When we put the backing on, okay. I'm just gonna take that off and to stick it on there and then just peel this little piece off. Just like that. And flip this over and see my fingers, like it's a pain because it leaves spots on the book, which I don't want spots on my book, but I did get these ones. Holy moly, there we go. I did get these ones from Hobby Lobby. They're not bad, and they're nice and thin, but the only problem is it doesn't like snap like these ones. I'll show you. I'll actually put that on one of them. I'll put it on the bigger one. And so we're just going to stick that in the middle, push down, and I forgot to fold this first. Alright, so we're just going to fold that now. Whatever, it's fine. And I'm going to take another one of these and I'm going to stick it on the back and push down. Then remove this. Well, try to. There we go. Alright, I'm kind of peeled up some, so I'm just going to push it down a little harder when I... Alright. And just like that, you have a bookmark. It doesn't stick out too bad, actually, like in a book, because I've tried it, so I don't actually have a book close by, but yeah, it's not, it looks like your book would be huge, but it really is not. Like, it's fine, but I really like the snap of it, so I'll show you what I mean with these ones from Hobby Lobby. And before I do that, we will fold this in half to get the crease. And then I'll pop these out. Ouch. Okay. Alright, we're going to stick them together. And get the backing off. There we go. And stick it in the middle. I wonder if there, if that's better. Oh. One day I'll get all this down. Not today. And I'll take this backing off. And then we will just fold this down and push. So that's what I like about these, is it's considerably like they're thinner. Like it's not as wide, but the difference between the snap is pretty noticeable, and it's noticeable like in the book. It still holds, but and it does fine. It's just that's just stronger. Or maybe I'm thinking it's stronger because it sounds stronger, but yeah, I need to find a happy medium. Those ones wouldn't be bad if I didn't have to wash them. I mean, and maybe I don't. Maybe I'll eventually like stop doing it, but to me it's annoying. It might not bother anybody else, but I just don't like it. Alright, so for this last one, we're going to do the same thing. And I'm just going to press it down. We should have the camera on the other side, but there's just, well, there could be room if I move stuff. I just don't feel like it. I'm gonna put that on there. This is why I just need an overhead. And take that off. And then close that down and stick it together. Just like that. I did make these are some other ones that I made with the backing card on them. I don't know if you can see the mark. Probably not. Well, maybe. So that's just annoying. But yeah. From there. Like that. And then this one with the thinner magnets. See, it still sticks. It's just not as snappy, but I don't know as far as pulling. Yeah, doesn't really pull off that easy. So maybe it's not as bad as I think it is. But yeah, little Valentine's Day cow. But that's how you do the magnetic bookmarks. Obviously, probably make sure your machine is calibrated so you don't have this issue. It was fine the other day, but like I said, I moved it. So, yeah, that's probably what happened. Anyway, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Leave me a comment I know I'm very sporadic and I'm all over the place, so I apologize, but that's what happens when you have ADHD. Yeah, and don't forget to hit that little notification button. I'll probably do these backings next. I also have a plan. I need to do some more sublimation coasters. Well, it's infusible ink coasters, but anyway, yeah, so that's what will be coming to the channel here shortly, hopefully. But again, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your day and get crafting.